guys, this is Sherri from NIS. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm an occupational therapist at the school and I work with a lot of the children who attend. I wanted to come up with a fun activity for our friends to do while they're at home. And one of the fun favorites that I always like to do is to do crafts and activities with bubble wrap. Lord knows we've been probably doing a lot of online shopping while we've been home. So if you have any of this laying around, this would be a really cool way to do some fine motor tasks and some painting activities with your kids. So before doing anything, what I would advise you to do is to take a disinfectant wipe or something that you can spray down the bubble wrap previous to actually using it, so that way we could just be on the safer side considering everything that's going on in the world these days. So after you had thoroughly wiped it down and cleaned the bubble wrap, then it would be safe for your children to use. One of the ideas I had for using the bubble wrap would be then to cut out a small piece of bubble wrap and produce an image on the bubble wrap, whether it be a shape or a letter. And then that way what you can do is have the child use their pincher fingers or their index finger and their thumb to pop the bubbles along the course of the edge of the circle. So then that way you can work on a lot of different skills with this activity, whether it be just simple grasping skills or hand strengthening skills, bilateral integration skills where you're using both hands to stabilize, shift, and rotate the paper. And again, these skills are also utilized in scissor tasks as well when you're stabilizing and rotating the paper as you're cutting shapes. So this is just almost like a precursor to something like that. And it's just fun to pop the bubbles and get that extra input. So again, you can perform this activity with different shapes, or again, if you're working on pre-writing skills where you're introducing letters of your child's name, for instance, S for Sherri, you can incorporate letters as well, which is a fun way for the kids to kind of get involved and be excited to start working on the motor planning and motor skills of the letters of their first name. So that would just be another fun way to utilize the bubble wrap. Another way that you can use it would be through a painting activity. You can make bubble wrap prints, which is an all-time favorite of a lot of my children, including myself. So it's very simple to do. Basically, all that you would need for that is just different kinds of paints. Whether it be the more colors you have, the better. But it would be whatever the preferences of your child. But it could be acrylic paints, tempera paints. I just have these simple Craft Smart paints that I actually think I got from Walmart, but I use for a lot of my craft activities as well. So these are just examples of things that you could use. And basically all that you would do is you would squirt the paint onto the bubble wrap, and you can spread it on the bubble wrap, whether it be your children wants to use their fingers, or you could use a paintbrush to kind of spread it along the bubbles. And then after you had applied all of the paint, then basically you would take the bubble wrap and put it on top of a plain sheet of paper, and then push down on it like so. So what's fun about this is that, you know, you can apply all, you know, whether it be isolate your fingers in order to push down on the bubbles and pop them one at a time individually, or if you wanted to really increase the input that your child receives during the activity, or make it more of like a heavier work task, you can have them stand up and push down with their open palms in order to get that heavy input while popping it. And also it's also just more fun to hear more bubbles pop at the same time, like so. And then after you're done basically pushing down on the bubble wrap, you would then separate the bubble wrap from the paper, and then you can produce different images like so. And I actually made a couple here because I wanted to demonstrate a couple of different examples of how it would be produced. So these are really fun, colorful, creative images that you can create utilizing a recycled material such as bubble wrap. And I just thought that it would be a fun and easy and accessible way to give your children something fun and creative to do. So I hope you enjoyed the activity, and I hope that you are all well, and I look forward to seeing all your faces very soon. Bye.